See, this is what happens when you forget to record an intro to your unboxing video. Hey guys, welcome to this very quick episode of the Budding Watch Enthusiast. Listen, a quick video today. I've gotten two new watches into the channel. Not the one I'm wearing right now. I'm wearing my Damasco DS30, which I have, of course, reviewed recently. You guys should definitely check that out if you haven't. But yeah, two new watches have come into the channel, two new acquisitions. I recently got them in and unboxed them, and so here you are, a quick double unboxing video for you guys to enjoy. So those of you guys that have been keeping up with the channel recently, or especially have been checking out the live streams that I've been doing, are probably already know what's in here. Not going to be surprised to see what's in here. So we will go ahead and crack it open. Obviously you can see it is a Christopher Ward box here. We're going to open it up here. So you can already see there C65 Trident GMT. But which one did we get? You know which one I got. So let me go ahead and get this ready. Toss the outer box aside. And let's take a look and crack it open. Yes, of course. Had to get the Pepsi GMT. Had to. So let's go ahead and get the wrapping off of here, and then we'll talk about it. So I was reasonably certain when they announced this, when I first saw this watch in the Christopher Ward magazine, which is called Loop, that I was going to end up with one at some point. And then once I got to see one in person, I knew that I was going to get one at some point. I was really just waiting for a sale. And then as it happens, when they did finally go on sale, and pardon the light, by the way, I'm not using my light box, I'm just using a window for this unboxing. So it probably looks a little bit different than I normally do. But yeah, once they caught on sale, I came across one online actually that was only 2 weeks old, and that a guy just wasn't going to wear a lot, so he decided to move it on. So was able to get it for an even better deal. And this thing is practically brand new. Like I said, it was worn a couple of times for 2 weeks. I'm looking right now, and I don't really see any blemishes or scuffs or scrapes or any marks like that. So might have lucked out here. Again, pretty happy though. Very excited. Give it a whine. Like I said, the Salida 330 movement inside here. They basically improved. So, like, the cool thing with the C65 is it's sort of a hybrid between the C65, the regular C65, which actually, you know what? I'm going to try to do this with one hand off camera and raid the watch box. So anyway, here's my regular C65, non-GMT version. So basically, they just took the C65 aesthetic, and even the same case. I mean, these guys, like, I was surprised because this is manual wind only. I assumed the case would be a little taller for this one, but it's not. They literally took the same exact case, and they just injected it with the C60 GMT DNA, and it's just a really solid hybrid of the two. I really like the red and blue coloring that they use with this one. It's a little bit more muted, a little bit flatter compared to what you'd find on like a Rolex GMT. It's pretty similar, in my estimation, to what you'd find on the Black Bay GMT, which is honestly my favorite Pepsi configuration in terms of the coloring. But it also uses the Christopher Ward C65 dial. Again, I'll bring it in just as a quick comparison. And we'll probably go into a greater comparison when I actually do the full review on this piece. It's also coming with the newer Trident bracelet that Christopher Ward rolled out. That's all brushed. It doesn't have the polished center links like my C60 GMT had. Just a fantastic all-around watch. It, of course, has one of my favorite features, which is the Christopher Ward ratcheting clasp system, so you can quickly make micro adjustments on the fly. Love that. I'm not going to put it on the wrist quite yet. This one is not sized for me. The gentleman that had it before, I think his wrist was 6 3/4 inches. I have 8-inch wrist, of course, so I have to size up the bracelet before I can toss it on my wrist. But yeah, pretty happy. It's got the same. It's got, like I said, one of my only qualms, and I knew it beforehand, is it has the same unidirectional bezel that all of the Christopher Ward GMT's has, because really they're just taking dive watches and just putting GMT bezels in them and GMT movements in them. So, that's just one of those things that, when you buy one of these, it's annoying, but it's not going to change. So it is what it is. But yeah, so like I said, first look, first impressions. I'm very pleased. Again, it's not the first time that I've gotten to mess with this watch in person. So I knew what I was getting into. But I'm pleased to see that the one that came to me is as pristine a condition that I was hoping for. So again, I will be wearing this quite a bit over the next several weeks, and you guys can expect a full review on it as well. I'm not really sure how I'm going to tackle the review, because again, I have reviewed the C65, I have reviewed the C60, and this is kind of an amalgamation between the two. I'll probably just do a standard review like I usually do, especially for folks that might not be regular watchers of the channel coming and checking it out. So, but yeah, the C65 Trident GMT from Christopher Ward, of course, the Pepsi edition, the newer one that came out, which like I said, I adore the coloring on it, and I'm looking forward to checking it out. So the second watch that we're unboxing today actually comes from Spinnaker watches. Spinnaker graciously reached out to me, offered to send in a watch to review for the channel, but what's cool is they actually offered to let me pick the watch that I wanted to review out of their collection. And they have quite a few watches. But the one that I picked, and let's go ahead and start to get this guy open. The one that I picked, I thought was the most interesting watch that they have on their site right now. It's a bit of a concept watch, I guess you could say. But I also thought that it would be the most polarizing watch. The one that's going to be, much more of a, love it or hate it sort of thing. So I thought that would be the most interesting one to review. So let's go ahead and unbox that watch real quick here. The top of the box is still kind of stuck in there, and we'll worry about that later. So yeah, so this is what you get here. We'll go ahead and take it off of the pillow and unwrap this watch that has this tissue paper around it to protect it. And yeah, there we go. So this here is the Spinnaker Rec. Now, you guys may notice it, you may not have noticed it right away. No, this is not a damaged watch. This is not a used watch. This is a brand new watch. But it has signs of distressing on the bezel that you can see there. It has this sort of, I don't think the case is bronze, but it's got a bronze-ish looking case that is distressed as well. It does have a pattern dial that you see there as well. But the whole kind of premise behind this watch, the whole point of this watch, is it's supposed to be something that you might find like at the bottom of a salvaged shipwreck, hence the name, the Wreck. So like I said, I thought this would be the most interesting one in their catalog to check out. So I definitely wanted to give it a look-see here. Let me go ahead and take the plastic covering off of the dial here so you guys can check it out. So yeah, there's the Spinnaker Rec. It's been a couple weeks actually to get this watch, so I did not remember the specs that I checked out when I first got here. I'm pretty sure it does have a sapphire crystal. I know that there is a Seiko NH35 movement inside the watch, and of course that has hand wind and hacking as well. You guys can see it running there. The crown actually has like a ton of threads, so like I actually didn't even unscrew it all the way right then when I was unscrewing it to check it out. But you guys can see the watch is already running. Pretty cool little dive watch. Like I said, it has the numerals at 9 and 6. You got the date wheel there. It actually comes on this chunky leather strap as well. The buckle, I believe, is the same material as the case. Like I said, I can't remember if this is bronze or not. I'll have to double check that, because I know there's some watches that they have on their site that are bronze, and there's some that are just like, like painted steel or distressed steel, and I think this might actually be the latter. So again, obviously when I review this watch in full, I will give you the detailed specifications of the watch for sure. But yeah, nice little strap with it. Flip it over here, you do see that we have an exhibition case back. It does have a signed custom rotor as well. But yeah, pretty nifty little dive watch. Let's go ahead and turn that bezel. 120 click bezel on this watch, of course. You can kind of see the lume a little bit. I mean, I just, exposed it to the sunlight here, so that's just a little bit on there. But that's there as well. You, of course, have the Spinnaker logo on the dial across that, plus all the relevant info. But yeah, pretty cool little watch. Looking forward to checking this out. This also, of all the watches on their site, was the one that, from a size standpoint, I definitely like the most as well. So a lot of their watches are kind of big. So I was definitely excited to check this out. You see the sign crown there as well. So yeah, I'm going to pal around with this watch for a couple weeks, put it through its paces. You'll see review on the channel in a couple weeks in full of this Spinnaker watch. So yeah, it should be pretty cool. Looking forward to spending some time with it. And thank you to Spinnaker for sending this Spinnaker rec into the channel as well. So guys, that is it for this double unboxing video. A little quick one for you today with the Spinnaker rec and the C65 Christopher Ward. So thank you guys very much for watching this video. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, follow me on Instagram, all that good stuff. Again, thanks for watching. I'll see you guys the next time.